Those of you expecting Banks versus Warrenton volleyball, the 6:30 start time for tonight's match has now been pushed back to around 6:55 for the first serve. Again, tonight's broadcast between Banks and Warrenton volleyball will begin at around 6:55 with the first serve, immediately following handling of public address announcements introducing both players and sportsmanship script.
Proud to broadcast high school athletics online from Portland's West Side. We are West Side Mobile Media, Banks, Oregon.
Coffee Roaster, Sarah Hesselman Keller Williams Realty, Scoggins Creek Coffee, Shannon Jennings Insurance, Specialty Screen Printing, Tenente's Pizza, Terry Powell American Family Insurance, and Wana Credit Union. Now here's the voice of Westside Mobile Media, Trevor Beard, alongside color analyst Jonathan Lee.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of Banks Braves Volleyball for the 2021 season. Lady Braves come into tonight's match against the 3A Warrenton Warriors number 4 team out of the 3A classification just south of Astoria. Lady Braves had a very competitive 5-set defeat on Tuesday night in a match where they actually won the first 2 games against 5A Hood River Valley, but had some serving issues and some communication issues that eventually led to their 6th straight defeat to start the season. We're going to have public address duties again once again tonight, and we'll introduce the players for both teams, and then we'll be back to bring you the first set and our first serve in just a moment. And we're set for first serve tonight between the Banks Braves and the Warrenton Warriors. Warrenton comes in with a record of 5-1, their lone loss coming in their last match at home to Yamhill Carleton. Banks with a record of 0-6, losing in 5 sets. Banks coming off of a 5-set defeat Tuesday night here at home to Hood River Valley. Banks will be at a tournament in Sisters on Saturday. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow, all the way down at the other end of the state, Grants Pass, Hidden Valley. Giving you an in-game description, Warrenton will be wearing purple uniforms, white numerals with Warrenton between the shoulders and kind of an arced pattern, white trim with purple shorts. Braves will be back to their traditional white uniforms. Braves between the shoulder blades, navy blue numerals, navy blue, dark blue, almost black shorts. The logo over just above the left chest near the left shoulder with the Vegas gold, white and navy blue arrowhead, white jerseys with the navy blue numerals on the front. Taking a look at the rosters. First, for the visiting Warrenton Warriors, number 3, Jamie Anott, sophomore middle blocker. Number 4, freshman setter London O'Brien. Number 5, sophomore setter Emma Jasmine. Libero wearing number 26 tonight, freshman Olivia Lyons. Number 10, defensive specialist junior Melanie Zamora. Number 12, Emma Smith, right side hitter, middle blocker, a sophomore. Number 13, Haley Bentley, a senior middle blocker. Number 14, senior Avery Methi, an outside hitter. Number 16, Riley Simonson, a junior right side hitter. Number 22, Paige Tingstrom, a junior outside hitter. And number 23, Aaliyah Watson, defensive specialist and right side hitter, a junior. Serving tonight, starting off for the Braves, will be Katie Rains from the far side, and that one's a little bit long, so the first point of the match will go to the Warrenton Warriors. Serve from Warrenton is performed by Tingstrom, returned by the Braves. Walker tries to angle it near side, left to right, down about halfway down the far side on the south side of the court. But comes up just wide, and Warrenton with the first 2 points of the match. Again, the serve from Tingstrom is an ace. Sarah Jackson dives late, but first 3 points of the match belong to the Warrenton Warriors. For the Braves, it's Rains, Sierra Jackson, and Madison Walker. Across the front, Van Aken, Katie Evans, or Haley Evans, I don't know where I came up with Katie, and Jocelyn Janisek, and another ace for Warrenton down the near side back corner. Braves on the west end of the court, Warrenton to the east. Teams have not been switching sides this year. 4-0 Astoria the lead. Again, the serve from Tingstrom, the middle of the back line. Late Rockwell, the libero, comes up to get it, and it's returned by the Braves. O'Brien, far side. Returned by Warrenton. Nice job defensively by the Braves. Evans back sets to Van Aken, blocked. Warrenton recovers and comes up with the return. Rains pops it up out of the back row. Evans far side to Walker for the kill, blocked, but out of bounds, far side, and the Braves will have their first point of the match, trailing 4-1, getting the side out. Coming in for the Braves will be number 5, Riley Stanley, and number 6, Nia Johnson, replacing Jackson and Janisek. (4-1) Warrenton in the first set. American Night for is the theme, student theme for dress up night. Next week is homecoming, as the Braves will host Rainier. For football, the serve from the Braves is returned by Methi, and it's off the net and across for a point for Warrenton. Side out back to the Warriors, leading 5-1 in the first set. London O'Brien will serve from just inside the left low block and popped up late by Stanley. Evans set across by Nia Johnson near side into the back row, and just a hair too long from Avery Meathy in the side out back to the Braves, trailing 5-2. Van Aken serving far side, well short. And not enough Wheaties for her this morning. A little bit more umph on that one, as that one didn't have a chance to make it across the net, and the service error will give the side out back to Warrenton. Warrenton leading 6-2 in the first set. Leah Watson, her serve low, but into the back row to Stanley. Evans keeps it alive far side. Van Aken blocked at the net by Meathy, and that's an easy point for Warrenton, up 7-2. Holding serve, Aaliyah Watson. And that one's long. Van Aken nearly made an attempt on it, but side out will go back to the Braves, trailing 7-3 after the service error from Warrenton. Madison Walker from about a foot left of the low block. Her serve is popped up by Meathy. Back to Meathy on the return. Short, but popped up by Janicek to Evans. Dumps it over, blocked. Warrenton recovers and comes up with the return by Watson. Evans again to Janicek. Blocked again. Into the back row. Warrenton recovers, and it's returned by Zamora. Walker to Evans. Returned after the second hit. O'Brien into the back row, popped up by Van Aken, and we're going to get a hitting error on the Braves. 8-3 Warrenton in the first set. Again, football tomorrow night at Hidden Valley, just northwest of Grants Pass, has been moved up to 6 o'clock, so we expect to be on the air with the pregame starting at 5:40. About a 4-hour drive. Serve from Meathy is popped up by Stanley, returned by Janicek for the Braves. Into the back row for Meathy for Warrenton, returned by Kingstrom, and into the back row. Braves can't get to it, and Warrenton a 9-3 lead in the first set. Serve from Meathy. Rockwell off the net. Evans. Rockwell kind of hit it into the top of the net. Evans tried to dig it out and wound up getting it caught under the bottom of the tape at the top of the net, and no chance to get it back across. 10-3 Warrenton. Serve from the Warriors. Van Aken back row. Evans keeps it alive to Janicek. Set back across the net. Warrenton far side. Over the top, and the block. Janicek and Evans that time. Tingstrom couldn't recover, and it's 10-4. Braves get the side out. Stanley will come out for the Braves. Alex Saunders re-enters. So it's Janicek, Saunders, and Evans across the front with Van Aken in the center. Rockwell the libero, and Nia Johnson serve again comes up well short. And two main issues I've seen so far, especially in the loss last night that should have been a win, is communication issues and service issues. Serving the ball across the net seem to be big issues for the Braves. Warrenton with an 11-4 lead. Serve from the Warriors is returned by the Braves, and communication issues that time for Warrenton. Paige Tingstrom couldn't get back over, as it was the Braves found a hole in the Warrenton defense on their side of the court, right in the center, and Braves get the point back, trailing 11-5. Now rare back-to-back points for the Braves, trailing 11-6 in the first set. The serve from Haley Evans, short, but racing up to get it. Warrenton returned by, I believe, Watson. Evans back, sets to Van Aken, returned. Probably should have been long, but Watson tried to play it, popped it up high near the back wall on the west end of the court, and 3 in a row for the Braves, trailing 11-7. Serve from Evans, far side, popped up by Meathy. Returned by Warrenton. Evans out of the far back corner. Van Aken near side to Janasek. Over the top. Watson. Returned by Kingstrom for Warrenton. Evans back sets to Van Aken. Nice volley, both teams. Emma Smith for Warrenton. Popped up by Rockwell. Evans to Janasek. Dug out by Warrenton. Dug out and diving Rockwell. And Evans can't get to it in time. Able to get a mid on it, but nice volley that time, both teams. Much better effort that time on that point for the Braves. However, eventually it was won by Warrenton. Now back up 5, 12-7, but a lot better effort that time from the Braves. Student section comes alive again. The serve from Jamie Anott for Warrenton. Evans to Van Aken, blocked at the net. Warrenton dives, can't get it there in time. Quick side out back to the Braves, trailing 12-8 in the first. Saunders comes out. Madison Walker back in. Popped up by Emma Smith. Returned by Anott for the Warriors. Evans sets it for Madison Walker. Too much for Avery Meathy, and Braves within 3, 12-9, as Madison Walker put the hammer down that time, and nothing Avery Meathy could do with it except hit it into the hallways through the bleacher doors on the west end of the court. The serve from Rains, and coming up short, Avery Meathy. Maybe a little bit of intimidation. Warrenton may need a timeout. Braves within 2 at 12-10. And hitting issues for Warrenton, able to get it across though. Van Aken to Evans. Sits it back to Van Aken. Back row popped up by Smith. Warrenton comes up just short into the bottom of the net. Timeout Warrenton. Braves are within 1 at 12-11. Going on a decent run. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back after this. We'll be back after this 30-second Terry Powell American Family Insurance timeout.
Thinking about updating your kitchen or bath? James Bond Remodeling has over 20 years experience fabricating and installing stone countertops and can upgrade your home with the countertops of your dreams without the dreamy price tag. They pride themselves on quality and customer satisfaction. They offer stone countertop fabrication and installation and cabinet installation services. They'll do their best to beat any bid by 10%. Based locally in Washington County, they'll do jobs in most Portland metro locations. Call 503-753-9993 or email jasonbondremodeling@gmail.com. Jason Bond Remodeling, Oregon CPV number 227733.
And we're back. Braves within 1 following Warrenton's timeout, trailing now just 12-11. And it's tied as the Warrenton libero Olivia Lyons couldn't handle it in the near back corner and played it off her chest. Couldn't get out of the way in time, and we're tied at 12. Serve from Katie Rains that time comes up short. Ran out of energy, and it lead goes back to Warrenton, 13-12 in the first set. Serve from Tingstrom. Walker dumped over by Evans. Jackson keeps it alive. Evans back sets to Van Aken. Returned into the back row, too long. And Warrenton now with a 2-point lead, 14-12. Oh, and they're going to rule. the point to the Braves, apparently, for a technical issue against Warrenton. So instead of Warrenton having a 2-point lead, we're actually tied at 13. Riley Stanley will serve from the Braves just inside the right of the key near the right low block. Riley had an older sister, Maddie, that played college volleyball at Holy Names down in the San Francisco area. Maddie, part of that incredible 2015 state championship team that included McKenna Partain and Megan Bunn, now head coach at Hermiston. And we have an officials timeout as the two officials are having a discussion across the way on the south side of the court. Braves jerseys also including navy blue, about a 2-inch thick stripe on the bottom of the side of the jersey with a Vegas gold stripe that kind of goes right to left on the diagonally on the sleeves and on the fronts of the jerseys. And substitutions for the Braves as Stanley will come out along with Nia Johnson. Jocelyn Janasek and Sierra Jackson back in for the Braves. So Warrenton will have the serve, but they gave the point to the Braves, so we may have another score change. Scoreboard still reads 13-13. They reversed the point they gave to Warrenton, which made it 14-12, and gave the point to the Braves to tie the score. But Warrenton is serving. If Warrenton's serving, it should still be 14-12. Near side officials still having a discussion with the scoreboard, or with the scores table. And now I think they're started to fix the score and fixed it on the wrong side. It should be 14-12 in favor of the guest. Right now it shows 13-12 in favor of the Braves. Tomorrow should be nice to experience rain for the first time since probably early June. Temperatures only expected to reach into the mid to upper 60s for this part of Portland. Further east towards Beaverton, highs could reach around 70, but rain most likely will not come in until after midnight up here down in Grants Pass tomorrow night for football. It's going to be much nicer with sunny skies and highs near 81. So 13-12 now, I guess, is the official score after everything's worked out with the officials, and the return from Maddie Walker down the near side. Point goes to Warrenton. Apparently the return from Maddie was wide. Students acted like it was a point for the Braves. We're back to play. Returned by Meathy for Warrenton. Van Aken keeps it alive near the student section. Returned by Evans. Diving effort late by Jamie and Knott, but couldn't get there in time. Side out back to the Braves, trailing 14-13. Nia Johnson and Riley Stanley coming in, replacing Sierra Jackson and Jocelyn Janusek. And Riley Stanley, who served not that long ago, is back behind the line for the Braves. Popped up by Smith, returned by Warrenton. Evans to Van Aken. Returned by Stanley off the net. And looked like maybe a partial block from Warrenton. And they're going to get a mouthful or an earful from their head coach, Stacy Meathy. Braves have come back to tie it at 14 with 2 straight. Serve from Rains, goes deep, popped up by Meathy. Bumped over by Meathy, far side. Stanley to Evans, center of the court, pops it up for Nia Johnson, near side. Smith, and we're going to get net contact from Warrenton, and the Braves, I think their first lead of the match, up 15-14 midway through the first. And in comes the libero, number 26, Olivia Lyons. For Warrenton, the serve from Stanley, center of the key. Back row. Corner popped up by Warrenton. Return, too long. And now the Braves have scored 4 straight, up 16-14 in the first set. Serve from Stanley. Back row, Meathy. Returned by a Knott. Evans kind of got turned around and wound up hitting it into the bottom of the bleachers. Unsafe to try to keep it in play, and the side out will go back to Warrenton, trailing 16-15. Serve from London O'Brien. Big name in the Warrenton Astoria area. The return from Nia Johnson off the tip from London O'Brien, and it's going to go into the back wall on the west end of the court. 17-15, Braves back to a 2-point lead. Serve from Van Aken. Back row, Meathy. Center of the back line, back to Meathy, far side, and a hitting error on Warrenton. Braves had a 2-0 lead, and we're up 14-12 in the 5th set, and eventually lost in 5 sets, losing the 5th set to Hood River on Tuesday, 16-14. Evans to Johnson on the return, back row, popped up by Zamora. And communication issues from Warrenton as they hit it out of bounds far side, and Stacy Meathy is about to come unglued. She's going to get another player up off the bench. Aaliyah Watson, Braves up 19-15. Riley Stanley waiting for the, oh no, it's going to be Van Aken from just outside the right low block. Now moves a step up on her delivery of the serve. Dumped over, blocked by Madison Walker. Warrenton bench wanted contact with the net. They're not going to get it, and the point will belong to the Braves. Serve from Van Aken, far side, Meathy. To O'Brien. And I think Meathy that time coming up with the kill. Center of the Braves defense. Diving late, but unable to get there in time. Side out back to Warrenton, trailing 20-16 in the first set. The serve from Watson. Evans tried to dump it over, but right there was Jamie Anott for the kill. And it's 20. Banks 20, Warrenton 17. Warriors within 3. Stanley pops it up. Evans back to Katie Rains, and the Braves are starting to come unraveled a little bit here late in the first set, up 20-18. Serve from Warrenton is going to be hit out of play back by the east entrance to the gym, and Warrenton now within 1 at 20-19. Serve from Watson, popped up by Van Aken, far side. Evans dumps it over. Warrenton recovers, blocked, but goes all the way across to the far side of the net. Braves defense can't get there in time. All the way over from the far side where the block occurred to the near side, and we're tied at 20 in the first set. Serve from Warrenton, this time is long from Aaliyah Watson, and the Braves regain a 1-point lead in the side out. Katie Rains will come out. Madison Walker serving from the far corner, and it's a kill shot off of Melanie Zamora, back row far side, and the Braves up 2 late, 22-20 in the first. Again, the serve from Madison Walker, and again, Warrenton can't handle it, able to keep it in play on the second hit, but too much for the Warriors defense, and the Braves up 3, 23-20 over number 4. Over 3A number 4, Warrenton, and an ace from Warrenton, as I think somebody on the Warriors moved on the serve. So set point for the first set, 24-20, belonging to the Braves, Madison Walker. Her serve that time is just long near the far back corner by about 2 inches. Side out back to Warrenton, trailing 24-21. Student section comes alive. The serve from Meathy is popped up by Van Aken. Evans sets it far side to Nia Johnson. Popped up off the face of Watson. Walker dumped over by Evans. Meathy dives. O'Brien, and returned by Warrenton, but they can't get it across in 3 hits, and the Braves win the first set 25-21. We'll take a 2-minute break and be back with set number 2 right after this.
Jim's Market in Banks is an institution serving the community for generations. They're actively involved in events and athletics from the youth league to high school level. Let them serve you with their locally grown fresh produce, fresh bakery items, including custom cakes, and quick hot food from their in-store deli. Jim's Market, conveniently located at the south entrance to Banks.
Thinking about buying or selling a home? Sarah Hesselman, Realtor with Keller Williams Realty, will help you with your real estate needs. Call 503-313-0748 or email Sarah at sarahhesselman.com. Serving your community daily and proud to support the starting lineup of your bank's Braves. Sarah Hesselman, Realtor with Keller Williams Realty. Call 503-313-0748.
Small businesses represent so much more than the uniqueness of our area and the personality of our communities. Local business also represents the hard work and history of the places we live, which is why Wana Credit Union is staying open, so that your business can stay open too. Wana Credit Union offers all types of commercial lending options, including business credit cards, vehicle and equipment loans, small business lines of credit, and more. Stop by a branch, reach out to our commercial team, or check out wanafcu.org to open your doors and keep them open so that your business thrives for years to come. Wana Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
And we're back. Banks winning set one, 25-21. Still hoping for their first victory of the season after losing in 5 sets despite winning the first 2 on Tuesday night here at home against Hood River. Warrenton will serve first to start the second set. First, we'll have a little housekeeping duties at the scores table. And the serve from Warrenton is long, and the first point of the second set belongs to the Braves. Actually, no, Braves acted like it was that they had won the point, but it actually goes to Warrenton. Serve from the Warriors. Evans pops it up. Returned by Saunders. Warrenton digs it out. Can't keep it alive, though, as Watson hits it out of bounds far side, and we're tied at 1. Two to 1, Braves with the lead in the second set. Braves up 3-1 after the return from Warrenton goes out of bounds. And Raines, nice effort from, nice effort from the Braves defensively, but can't keep it in play as it's going to go back to Warrenton trailing 3-2 in the second set. And the serve from Warrenton goes into the net, side out back to the Braves, up 4-2. Serve from Stanley comes up short into the top of the net. Side out back to Warrenton, trailing 4-3. Serve from Minot. Stanley, far back corner. Van Aken gets it back in play to Madison Walker into the top of the net, and we're tied at 4. Serve from Minot, picked up by Stanley. Van Aken goes late over near the bleachers to get it back in play. Returned by the Braves, and over the top, Nia Johnson finds a hole in the Warrenton back row as the defense had scrambled up near the net, and the side out back to the Braves, regaining the lead 5-4. Serve from Van Aken is short. Warrenton able to come up with the return, though, after digging it off the net. Evans to Nia Johnson, tipped, and it's going to be a point for the Braves. As it was off the block from the back row, or off the block in the front into the back row, and tipped out by Lions. Braves a 6-4 lead. Again, the serve from Van Aken is short, but dug out and popped up by Warrenton. Braves get it back across. Warriors punch it across late from Meathy. Evans sets it to Walker. Blocked. Popped up by Van Aken. Evans to Nia Johnson. Popped up by Zamora, by Olivia Lyons, and out of play. Braves up 7-4 in the second set. And Meathy just pulling players in and out left and right, finding any kind of combination of players that can try to stop this run for Banks. Serve from Van Aken, popped up by Emma Smith. Meathy on the return far side, and called out by a couple of players, but it's going to be just inside the end line, and the side out back to Warrenton, trailing 7-5 in the second. Paige Tingstrom, defensive outside hitter, serving for the Warriors. And it's an ace, starting her serve well back near the end line on the west end of the court for an ace. 7-6. Warrenton within one after back-to-back points. Serve again, communication issues. Raines pops it up, and nobody wanting to make a move on the ball after a couple of players called it, and we're tied at 7 early in the second set. Serve from Tingstrom. Dug out by Raines, returned by Rockwell. Aiming for the far back corner, but just coming up a bit long, and it's 8-7. Warrenton gaining the lead for the first time in the second set. Tingstrom holding serve, center of the key, popped up by Raines to Evans. Returned by Walker into the back row. Warrenton probably should have let that one go, but it's going to be Warrenton coming up short on the return, as Emma Smith looked like she either slipped or didn't know if she should make a move on the ball on what would have been the third hit. And we're tied at 8, side out back to the Braves for Madison Walker. Coming out for the Braves, Katie Raines, I believe replaced by Janicek. Warrenton back to Meathy. Evans, nice effort to keep it alive, diving into the bleachers behind the net pole, but it's going to go behind the net pole on the return effort, and it's side out back to Warrenton, back to a 1-point lead, 9-8 in the second. Serve from London O'Brien. Stanley pops it up to Evans near side. Van Aken goes late and finds a hole in the corner. Nice ball placement by Taylor Van Aken that time to tie it at 9. Side out back to the Braves. Ball just inside the near side back corner on the west end of the court for Warrenton. Serve from Nia Johnson, popped up by Meathy behind her, but keeping it in play is Zamora. Returned by the Warriors. Walker to Evans, center of the court. Janasek dumps it over. Recovered by O'Brien, returned by Warrenton. Walker out of the back row. Evans again, this time near side to Nia Johnson, and too much mustard on her hot dog at lunchtime, and the Braves give the lead back to Warrenton again at 10-9. Side out back to the Warriors. In officials' timeouts, we're working on a personnel matter with the Braves. Janasek waiting to come back in. Stanley will come out. Haley Bentley getting ready to serve for Warrenton with a 1-point lead. Nia Johnson will come out now as well, replaced by Sierra Jackson. And Bentley gets the go-ahead, and that one's long by a good 2.5, 3 feet, and we're tied at 10 in the second set. Serve from Evans is short, dug out by Lyons, the libero. Meathy, Sarah Jackson, beautiful dig. Evans near side to Janasek over the top. Zamora or Lyons pops it up. Back to Meathy again, far side, and it's down the line for a point for Warrenton again. Back and forth they go. Warrenton a 1-point lead, or a tie score here in the second set. Warrenton back up 1-11-10. Coming out for Warrenton, Melanie Zamora, replaced by Paige Tinkstrom. Once they get the substitution card correct, and now it will not be Tinkstrom, it will be Leah Watson coming in. Serve from Meathy. Popped up by Rockwell. Evans back sets to Saunders. And right in front of a diving effort from London O'Brien. Tied at 11, side out back to Banks. Neither team can put a run together here as we near the middle stages of the second set. Raines comes in for Saunders. Also coming out, Hayden Rockwell, tonight's libero. Serve from Raines is popped up by Lyons. O'Brien, far side, dumped over, but out. Oh no, they're going to say it hit the line on the far side. Apparently on the return from Aaliyah Watson, and Warrenton back to a 12-11 lead. Turned by the Warriors. Down the line far side, just inside the back corner. And Warrenton now with a 2-point lead, 13-11. Believe that's the largest margin either team has had here in the second set. Evans to Walker, sets it into the back row. Meathy is there. O'Brien, far side to Watson. Diving effort, oh, from her knees, Evans on the return. At the net, oh, the Braves can't dig it out. And the serve will stay with Warrenton. Up 14-11, but beautiful defensive effort that time from the Braves. Off the net. Another point off the serve for Emma Smith, this time 15-11 Warrenton. Again, the serve from Smith. Jackson pops it up, out of playoff, high above the basketball support, folded back against the west wall, and as Warrenton starting to create some separation, now up 5, 16-11 in the second set over Banks. Serve from Emma Smith is an ace. 17-11 Warriors. I think we may have a Braves timeout. Yep. Timeout, Stephanie Wayne and the Banks Braves, as Warrenton has what started out to be a very close back and forth second set now has increased their lead to 6 at 17-11. We'll take a 30-second break and be back after this 30-second Terry Powell American Family Insurance timeout.
Rankings are important numbers in determining Oregon high school playoffs. So are rankings when choosing a lender to help you with purchasing or refinancing your home. Our local community home loan expert, Christy Van Meter at Caliber Home Loans, is ready to help you win the day. Call Christy today for all of your home loan needs at 503-327-5302 or caliberhomeloans.com/kvanmeter. Christy Van Meter, NMLS number 1700271, state licensed in Oregon, an equal housing lender. All products are subject to credit and property approval.
And we're back 17-11. Warrenton with the lead in the second set, but trailing 1-0. Banks winning the first set 25-21. Emma Smith serving from the left low block. Popped up by Jackson. Evans is there, though, after the lob to Warrenton on the return. Lyons to O'Brien. Oh, nice job by Janicek, keeping it off the net. Van Aken into the back row, popped up by Meathy. O'Brien at battle at the net, won by Van Aken. Oh, but she made contact with the net. (18-11). Scoreboard is incorrect. Now they fix it. And Braves are coming unraveled here in the second set, now up 19-11. As Warrenton picks up another point off the serve from Emma Smith. Back row, Rockwell digs it out center of the back line. Evans to Walker off the block. Meathy recovers, returned by Anat. Diving is Evans. Battle at the floor. Evans dives, can't keep it in play. 20-11 Warrenton. And quickly it appears that the Warriors will tie things at a set apiece. Again, the serve from Smith, this time just long. Point and the side out go back to the Braves, but after about a 9-point run, Braves now trailing by 8 at 20-12 in the second set. The serve from Stanley, back row, popped up by Meathy. Back to Meathy, popped up by Stanley. Evans to Van Aken on the return. Nice effort to get it across from out of bounds far side. Watson's return too long. Back-to-back points for the Braves, trailing 20-13 in the second set. The serve from Stanley. Back row, and somehow able to dig it off the net. Warrenton recovers. Evans to Jackson, or to Johnson, and Zamora dives, and London O'Brien can't get over in time, and Braves within 5 at 20-14 in the second set. The serve from Stanley. Back row, Meathy. O'Brien back to Meathy, coming up out of the back row. Too much for Riley Stanley. Side out back to Warrenton, up a touchdown at 21-14. Anat from the left low block. Short coming up to get it is, a nice, beautiful angle from Evans to dump it over after Rains had made a beautiful play down the near side line, but the point will go to Warrenton, up 22-14 in the second. Serve from Anat. Stanley to Evans, comes over far side. Walker goes late, otherwise nearly another communication faux pas for the Braves. Return by Watson. Johnson pops it up into the back row, just inside the near side line after the Braves defense had shifted, and it's 23-14 Warrenton. Anat. Back row Stanley to Evans near side. Sets up Naya. Warrenton is there. Watson. Back to Watson far side on the return. Evans. Van Aken. This time Walker dumps it over. Again, Warrenton is ready. Punched over. Johnson recovers. Back row Rains. Covered by Van Aken. Meathy. O'Brien back to Meathy out of the back corner. Popped up by Evans. Van Aken. Return by Walker late. Into the back row, Emma Smith near side. Back row returned by Anat, dug out by the Braves. Van Aken, this time returned by Stanley. Back row, Smith. Warrenton off the net, recovered by Van Aken. Coming up, Rain sets it for Johnson near side. Diving Warrenton dumps it over. And Van Aken near side to Johnson on the return. Watson, good volley back row, into the back row. Meathy tries to go with it. Can't get anything past this Braves defense now. Back to Meathy again for the kill. This time too much for Rains, but a beautiful volley that time. Incredible defensive effort, but too much power that time from Avery Meathy. And Warrenton now with a 10-point lead at 24-14 late in the second set. Anat serving for the second set for the Warriors to tie it, and Braves will continue for at least one more point as her serve goes long, side out back to the Braves. (24-15), the serve from Van Aken. Coming up to get it is Smith. Walker on the kill as she lobbed it up. Timeout Warrenton, kind of a conservative timeout. Still up 8 on set point. But we'll take a 30-second break and be back after this 30-second Terry Powell American Family Insurance timeout.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, LaHaye's is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye's is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsborough. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahayes.com or call us at 503-648-2341.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms is at the heart of what we do. After all, it's where we got our start more than 90 years ago. We understand it's more than a farm, it's your life. And that's why we offer customizable policies that protect what you've worked for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves.
Call American Family Agent Terry Powell in Gaston, 503-521-8842.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
Banks Post newspaper is the official news provider of West Side's greatest hits. Listen hourly for West Side news from the Banks Post newsroom. Banks Post newspaper covers Banks, Manning, Buxton, Roy, and surrounding western Washington County communities. If you'd like more information on the Banks Post or want to pick up a copy, visit a local business today. You can also visit their website at bankspost.com or their Facebook page, Banks Post.
In times of financial uncertainty, how can you stay on track? Call on someone who's invested in your success. I'm Chris Recheck, your Forest Grove Edward Jones financial advisor. At Edward Jones, we believe in building a complete picture of your financial life, including your goals and passions, so we can help you work toward achieving what's most important to you. Call me at 503-359-4092 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hey Brave fans, this is Chris Lyda, the voice of the Braves, here to tell you about Econofab Buildings. Econofab is a third-generation family-owned and operated pole building company located right here in Brave Country. Econofab has been in business for almost 50 years, constructing shops, garages, and barns. I had them build my 2 shops, and as a satisfied and repeat customer, I'm here to tell you that Econofab puts the fab in fabulous. Go visit them online at econofabbuildings.com.
And we're back, start of the third set. Braves and Warrenton tied at 1 set apiece. Serve from Katie Rains, dug out by Meathy. O'Brien returned off the block from Madison Walker by Jamie Anott. First point goes to Warrenton, up 1-0. Serve from Meathy is long, and we're tied at 1 following the service error from the Warriors. Nia Johnson will come in for Sierra Jackson. Stanley will come in for Janicek. Stanley will go back to serve. Lines up center of the key. Punches the ball a couple of times to the floor and returns it cleanly. Lions. O'Brien, Watson from near the bleachers. Can't keep her footing and returns it wide to the far side. Braves up 2-1 early in the third set. Stanley's serve is off the face of Lions, and diving late is O'Brien and nearly collided with the knee of Meathy, and that would have been a bad injury. 3-1 Braves up in the third set. Serve from Stanley. O'Brien returned by Meathy, long. 4-1 Braves trying to come back and take an all-important 2-1 lead after the third set. Up 3 here early. Lions. O'Brien returned by Anat. Popped up by Stanley. Evans sets it near side to Johnson. Off the block. Down the far side, and nobody there for Warrenton. Braves up 5-1 in the third. Serve from Stanley. Lions pops it up to O'Brien. Meathy goes late. Coming up to get it for the Braves is Rains. Evans far side back sets to Van Aken off the net. Oh, and too many hits on the Braves. Side out will go back to Astoria. Nearly a miracle return, but too many attempts for Banks, and the side out back to Warrenton, trailing 5-2. Similar colors, similar location, so easy to get those two confused. And that one's going to go over near the scorer's table. Warrenton can't recover. Braves with a quick side out back with a 4-point lead at 6-2. Van Aken left low block. Lions far side back corner pops it up to O'Brien. Meathy on the return, and Walker misplaced and winds up making an attempt on the ball the opposite way and punches it high into the back wall. And side out quickly back to Warrenton, trailing 6-3. Serve from Manat. Stanley high into the air to Evans. Dumped it over beautifully, finding a hole in front of Jamie and not diving late side out back to the Braves. Saunders will come in for Katie Rains. Madison Walker will serve. Serve from Madison. Mistimed her jump, but gets it across and returned by Warrenton. Stanley dumped over by Evans to Anat. Meathy far back corner, off the net, down the far side. Rolled out of bounds. Braves with an 8-3 lead in the third. Up 5, trying to regain control 2-1. Walker far corner, popped up late by Meathy. O'Brien late to Anat, near back corner, but gets it down the far side in front of a diving effort, not a dining effort, not eating food in this event. Diving effort from Van Aken is late to the party, and side out back to Warrenton, trailing 8-4. Out of the back row low, popped up by Stanley over the top. Braves were expecting a kill on the lob. Recovered beautifully. Evans to Saunders, blocked. Johnson. Evans dives to the floor. Nia Johnson off the block, popped up by Smith, and out of play. Braves up 9-4, getting the side out. Nia Johnson from just a step above the, not a step, but one spot above the left low block. Short and too much for Lions, and the Braves are up 10-4 in the third. Looking forward to seeing a lot of these players back for basketball. Haley Evans, Saunders, Janasek, Madison Walker, and another ace for Nia Johnson. Lions will come out for Warrenton. Braves up 11-4 in the third. Serve from Nia Johnson. Again, a swing and a miss, but just enough to get a piece of it, and would have went long. Braves up 8 at 12-4. Warrenton may need a timeout. Serve from Nia Johnson, just a little bit short, but a good run that time off the serve from Nia Johnson. Braves now up 12-5, side out back to Warrenton. Serve from O'Brien. A couple of Braves players come together. Evans, returned by Janasek. Anat, O'Brien, far side to Meathy, down the line. Nice dig by Sierra Jackson. Off the net, couple of Braves players. Nice effort by Rockwell, just inside the back corner. Incredible defensive effort. Timeout, Warrenton. And Stacy Meathy is hot, and she's getting into her team right now, up trailing 13-5. Braves trying to go up 2-1. We'll take a 30-second break and be back in just a moment.
Andy McNabb Allstate in North Plains is your local Allstate agent. Located at 10120 Northwest Glencoe, across from Subway. She has 20 years of Allstate experience providing auto, home, renters, life, and other insurance products. Get a quote and receive a $10 gift card. Andy McNabb Allstate. Call 503-433-5030. That's 503-433-5030.
And we're back. Braves up 13-5. Following the Warrenton timeout. Serve from Haley Evans. Coming up to get it is Meathy. O'Brien back to Meathy late off the top of the net. Diving effort from Janasek, but it's going to be wide. Nice effort, but side out will go back to Warrenton, trailing 13-6. Serve from Bentley is just a hair long. Side out back to Banks. 14-6. Braves with an 8-point lead. Katie Raines to serve near side. And that one's long, side out back to Warrenton. Braves up a touchdown again at 14-7. Serve from Meathy, popped up by Raines, coming over late to get it into the back row. Evans, a couple of Braves players come together, and Warrenton scrambling defensively, can't keep the ball off the floor. Inside out back to the Braves, leading 15-7. Janasek and Sierra Jackson come out. Stanley will come in to serve. Nia Johnson, Madison Walker, and Taylor Van Aken across the front row. Haley Evans in the middle, and Katie Raines in the back row with Stanley. Watson on the return into the back row, too long. 16-7, Braves in control here in the third. Serve right to Anat, but misplayed it. Meathy keeps it alive. Off the side of the wrist of Lions. Braves up 10 in the third set, 17-7. Serve from Stanley. Lions digs it out. Returned by O'Brien for Warrenton. Diving effort for Evans. Returned by Van Aken. Meathy, far back corner. O'Brien back sets to Watson on the return. Dug out by Raines. Evans far side down the line. Van Aken gets it back across. Meathy. O'Brien again. Returned by Emma Smith. Diving to the floor is Raines. Evans sets up Maddie Walker. Punches it past the block of Jamie Anat. Braves up 18-7. Scoreboard is incorrect. The serve from, now they fix it. Rains is returned by Warrenton. Evans sets up Walker on the return into the back row. Off of lines. Again, can't get placed correctly. Has it go off her chest and her chin. And the Braves are up 19-7 in the second set. Serve from Stanley, back row. Popped up by Warrenton. And Watson can't keep it off the net. Nearly goes under, and Braves about to go up 2-1, up 20-7 in the third. Serve from Stanley, back row. Late to the party is Riley Simonson in, and Watson comes up short. 21-7, Braves up 2 touchdowns late in the third set. Serve from Stanley, far back corner again, Anat. O'Brien sets it across. Stanley to Evans, center of the front row, returned by Van Aken. Meathy to O'Brien, back to Meathy, far side. Popped up by, oh, nice effort, but it bounced off of a light cover in the ceiling. Side out back to Warrenton, but Braves playing incredible defense, holding Warrenton to just 8 points. Here in the third set. And Ava Bogroff waiting to come in. Now she can after the serve from Warrenton is just a couple of inches long. 22-8, or 22-9. Not sure the score's correct. I think it should be 8, but the serve from Van Aken is an ace. 23-9 Braves. Still looking for their first match victory. Again, the serve from Van Aken. Meathy back row. Able to keep it off the net is O'Brien. Returned but short by Emma Smith. Set point for the Braves in the third, up 24-9. Van Aken, short. Meathy, O'Brien far side. Returned by Tinkstrom, diving to the floor. It's Bogroff, and the Braves come up short that time. Ava Bogroff into the match for the first time tonight. Still set point for the Braves, but side out back to Warrenton, trailing 24-10. Serve from Jamie and not back row. It's popped up by Rains. Evans back sets far side to Walker. A little bit long, 24-11. Warrenton with back-to-back points, but still not in worry mode for the Braves. Still up 13 on set point here in the third. Popped up by Bogroff. Evans sets it across to Walker far side. Punched up by Warrenton and returned. Evans sets up Nia Johnson over the top of the block for the point, and the Braves win the third 25-11 to go up 2-1. Banks now up 25-21, 25, Banks now up 25-21, 16-25, 25-11, up 2-1. We'll take a 2-minute break and be back in just a moment.
Visit Main Street Pizza in Banks, located next to Jim's Market, for the best pizza in Washington County. From loaded hot baked subs to a Main Street special pizza piled high, we will satisfy your pizza cravings. We've been serving and supporting the Banks community since 1986. Open daily at 11 a.m. Call ahead now to place your order at 503-324-5858 or follow us on Facebook to see our daily lunch specials. Mention this radio ad and receive $2 off any Main Street Pizza.
Northside Rock Products in North Plains is where you can get gravel products directly from the quarry. They service contractors as well as homeowners. They can get rock straight from the quarry that's essential for paths, driveways, under concrete slabs and roads, as it packs and condenses well. Northside Rock Products offers a variety of quality crushed rock and fill material, as well as boulders and specialty rock. They offer trucks for hire for contractor work. Northside Rock Products can bring their mobile crusher to your jobs for on-site crushing and screening. Delivery is available. Get all you need at low winter rates. Northside Rock Products LLC on Northwest Dixie Mountain Road in North Plains. NorthsideRockProductsLLC.com.
North Plains Chamber of Commerce invites you to check out Oregon Coffee Roaster. Based in the Portland foothills, this wholesale roaster has decades of experience offering quality Arabica coffee and loose leaf tea to businesses. Whether you're a business customer interested in a bulk order of 10 pounds or more, or a residential customer interested in smaller quantities, contact them today for your coffee needs. Call 503-647-5102 or visit their website, OregonCoffee.com. Shannon Jennings of North Plains is your local independent insurance agent. Are you overpaying for insurance? She can partner with a vast range of insurance companies to provide you with the most competitive products and services. Whether it's your home, auto, commercial, or any other type of insurance, we take the time to learn about you, your family, and your business to find the best coverage to protect your unique needs. For quality insurance coverage at affordable prices, call 503-444-0566 or email Shannon at shannonjenningsinsurance.com. And we're back. Banks up 2-1, 25-21, 25-16, 25, 25-11. Still hoping for their first match victory on the season. A chance to do it here in the fourth set. Braves were up 2-0 on Tuesday night over Hood River Valley here at home, and then lost in the fifth set despite having a 14-12 lead in the fifth. And a little bit of a screaming competition as well, as players coming on and off to start the fourth set. The serve from Meathy. Rockwell pops it high into the air. Evans far side comes near side with her pass to Van Aken, and too much for Olivia Lyons, and the Braves with the first point of the second set. Serve from Rains, returned by a knot, blocked at the net by Walker, but can't keep it in play as Van Aken can't get there in time over near the far side official stand, and we're tied at 1. And now Warrenton with back-to-back points, up 2-1 in the fourth set. After the ace from Emma Smith. From the left low block, popped up by Rains, over to Walker. Evans on the return into the back row Lions. O'Brien blocked at the net by Walker, but out of bounds 3-1 Warrenton in the fourth set. Smith, far side to Raines. Evans sets it near side to Walker. Block, nearly trapped. Lyons dumped over by a knot. Diving is Raines. Can't get there in time. 4-1 Warrenton in the fourth. Emma Smith. Serve is very close. Ruled just long. Side out back to the Braves, trailing 4-2 in the fourth. Serve from Stanley, deep. Meathy in the back row. O'Brien to a knock. Stanley pops it up near back corner. Evans near side to Johnson, off the block. Lyons. Smith, far side to Watson, dug out by Nia Johnson. Blocked again, dumped over by Madison Walker. 4-3, Braves within one. Holding on to the serve for Riley Stanley. Serve from Riley is to Meathy. Anat back to Meathy. Evans and Van Aken both knocked to the floor, both get a hand on it, but it's going to be side out back to Warrenton, up 5-3. Serve from Warrenton, Van Aken. Evans far side to Walker. Mistimed her jump and caught the ball on the way down. 6-3 Warrenton, a 3-point lead. Serve from Warrenton. Dug out by Raines into the bottom of the net. Evans can't get there in time before it goes underneath, and Warrenton up 7-3. Serve from Anat. Stanley to Evans, dumps it over. Battle at the net. Walker into the back row, just looked like it caught the line, but Stacy Meathy was right there, and she's kind of got a sheepish grin on her face. Not sure she agrees with the call. Braves are within 3 at 7-4 in the fourth. Van Aken's serve into the back row. Meathy back far corner. Watson from O'Brien. Van Aken pops it up. Evans, beautiful job to keep it off away from the pole. Stacy Meathy again complaining about a no call. Johnson dumps it over. Watson. O'Brien to Bentley on the return, and Warrenton's going to pick up the point and get the side out back, up 8-4. Tingstrom will serve for Warrenton, center of the key, steps up and still, despite starting from a good 3 or 4 feet beyond the line, still too much on it, and side out back to the Braves, trailing 8-5. Serve from Madison Walker, well, long. Side out back to Warrenton, a 9-5 lead. Serve from O'Brien is to Van Aken, and she tries to angle it to Evans, but angles it to the bottom of the net, where it's tied to the far side pole, and Warrenton up 10-5 in the fourth. Serve from O'Brien. This time Van Aken gets it to Evans. Returned by Nia Johnson. Popped up by O'Brien. Meathy dumps it over. Rockwell. Evans sets it near side to Nia Johnson into the center of the net. (11-5) Warrenton. Braves look like now that they'll have to win it in a fifth set at the rate this is going here early in the fourth. Warrenton scrambling defensively, returned by Zamora. Stanley to Evans, sets up Janasek, too much. Oh! They're going to get a touch, I think, from Warrenton. The ball looked like it was going to be long. It actually went right into the back line. 11-6, side out back to Banks. Nice serve is well short into the top of the net. Side out back to Warrenton. The serve from Bentley for the Warriors is returned by Sierra Jackson. Too much for Zamora, who got there late. Far back corner, side out back to Banks, trailing 12-7. Serve from Evans. Lyons pops it up to O'Brien. Meet the far side. Back row, and it's just long. Back-to-back points for the Braves within 4 at 12-8. Evans, far side, punches it over. Meathy gets it back from O'Brien. Blocked at the net by Saunders. Braves going on a little bit of a run here now to pull within 3 at 12-9 in the fourth set. Evans, Zamora, and a couple of Warrenton players nearly come together near side along the front row near the net, and neither one call it or make a move on the ball. 12-10, Braves now down only 2. And late recovery by the Warriors. Meathy able to come up with the point that time. Warrenton back up 3 at 13-10. Serve from Meathy is long. Braves again within 2, 13-11. Serve from Raines. Long. Side out back to Warrenton. Back up 3, 14-11. Serve from Warrenton. Jackson pops it up far side. Van Aken to Evans. Tipped at the net. Warrenton can't recover. Side out back to Banks. Timeout Warrenton. Now the timeout is official. 14-12 Braves. Trailing by 2, but trying to battle back here midway through the fourth set and hopefully pick up a 3-1 match victory, their first of the season. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Scoggins Creek Coffee is proud to offer delicious hot drinks and delectable breakfast items too. Visit their 2 locations in Gaston and Yamhill Carlton. Open 7 days a week, Mondays through Saturdays until 5 and Sundays until 3. Make sure to ask about their weekly specials and visit their Facebook page. Scoggins Creek Coffee, 503-985-3483.
And we're back after the timeout from Warrenton. Braves trailing 14-12 in the fourth set. Serve from the Braves. O'Brien to Anand into the back row. Raines to Evans. Racing up to the center of the front line. And Braves are going to get a tip from Lions. Banks within one at 14-13. Stanley holding serve. Back row off the side of Emma Smith, but able to come up with the return. The Warriors get it across. Evans to Walker, blocked. Evans, nice job defensively to come up with the return. Watson into the back row. Stanley pops it up. Johnson, returned by Walker. Amithi far back corner. O'Brien and a knot on the kill for Warrenton. Getting a huge side out, back to a 2-point lead at 15-13 midway through the fourth. A knot. From the left low block, west end of the court. Stanley pops it high into the air to Evans. Into the back row, Warrenton scrambling, somehow able to come up with the return. Raines to Evans. Sets up Johnson, Meathy. It's there for Warrenton, punched across, beautiful angle by London O'Brien, and Warrenton back up 3 at 16-13. Serve from Manott. High into the air by Van Aken. Evans sets it for Maddie Walker. Madison Walker races up to the net late on the return. Watson blocked. Walker gets it back to Van Aken. Returned by Evans. Anott to O'Brien. Back to Anott this time. Back row dug out by Raines. Evans far side. Sets up Van Aken off the net and the block. Side out back to the Braves within 2 at 16-14. Lions comes back in for defensive purposes after the Braves get the side out. Meathy digs it out off the serve from Banks. Nice job by Raines to pop it up. Johnson returned by Raines. Near side, Emma Smith. O'Brien far side to Watson. Blocked at the net. Van Aken. Evans punches it over, and Warrenton's not going to get there in time, and I think we have an injured player for Warrenton. She's down flat on her face. She may have landed on her head, and she's crying, holding the top of her head. Braves within 1 at 16-15, but more importantly, an injured London O'Brien for Warrenton. We'll go ahead and take a 30-second break, and if we come back early, we'll step back into game action.
Specialty Screen Printing in Yamhill offers your business the creativity and expertise to print your logo on a variety of items. Owners Ken and Linda Johnson have 40 years of experience on industrial parts and every type of material, including ceramic tile. Their fast service can have your project done in less than a week. Visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com, to see for yourself how they can help you boost your company's marketing and industrial screen printing needs. Call 971-998-9274 or visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com.
18-16 Braves in the fourth. Jasmine to Meethy, far back corner. Van Aken, Evans to Walker off the net down the far side. Braves are up 3, 19-16 in the fourth. Van Aken near side, off the net for the ace. Timeout Warrenton. Braves up 4 in the fourth set, up 2-1, hoping for a 4-set victory. We'll take a 30-second break and be back in just a moment.
North Plains Chamber of Commerce invites you to Tenante's Pizza and Subs. Try one of the many specialty pizzas like the Mama Supremo or a delicious torpedo sub sandwich. Mention Westside Greatest Hits and save 10% off your order. Tenante's Pizza and Subs at the corner of Glencoe and Pacific in North Plains. Open 11 to 8:30 Monday through Saturday and Sunday 3 to 8 for carry-out and delivery. Visit their website, Tenante'sPizzaAndSubs.com, or call 503-647-5761.
Braves up 20-16 following Warrenton's timeout. The serve from Van Aken. Lions. And coming up short is Bentley after receiving it from Jasmine. Braves up 21-16 in the fourth set. Again, playoff type atmosphere with the student section full tonight. Braves still looking for their first win of the season. Walker dumps it over, battle at the net, punched back by Bentley. Evans high into the air, Van Aken dumped over by Johnson. Bentley recovers, Jasmine far side to Watson, blocked at the net. Braves recover, dumped over by Walker. Lyons swings and misses as she dives to the floor. 22-16, Braves up 6, 3 points away from a first match victory. Serve from Van Aken, far side, popped up by Lyons. Jasmine far side to Watson. High, too long into the back row. And Braves within 2 of a match victory, up 23-16. Tingstrom will come in to replace Watson. Serve from Van Aken, popped up by Warrenton. Jasmine late on the return is Tingstrom. Rains to Evans. Walker for the kill off the net. Warrenton recovers, but scrambling defensively, can't get the ball up off the ground far enough for the return. And it's match point for the Braves, up 24-16. Serve from Van Aken, short. Lyons comes up to get it. Jasmine, far side, sets it to Bentley. Popped up by Stanley to Rains. Near side back corner, returned by Johnson, front row. Bentley on the return for Warrenton. Walker to Evans. Nia Johnson into the back row, Meethy. Jasmine pops it up back to Meethy, down the far side. Popped up by Stanley. Johnson keeps it alive near the bench. Back returned by Rains. Meethy recovers for Warrenton, returned by Tingstrom. Rains dives to the floor. Evans dumps it over, down the back row. Meethy is there. And Warrenton, comes up with the return. Now get off the court, you guys. And the Braves student section thought they had won the match and came onto the floor, and that's going to be a point for Warrenton. After the Braves had match points. Hopefully this will not come back to hurt them and cost them the match. The serve from Tingstrom. Short, racing down the line, Rains. Meethy is there, far side, front row. Back to Meethy, over the block. Stanley is there with the dive. Evans keeps it alive near the bleachers. Returned out of the back row. just long by, I think, Van Aken, and Warrenton with back-to-back points, 24-18. The serve from Tingstrom, short, and that's the match. And Stacy Meathy is not happy with the student section for the Banks Braves. After they had come onto the court thinking they had won it at 24-16. Having a discussion with the near side net official, but the Braves pick up their first win on the season. Winning in 3 sets. (25-21, 16-25, 25-11, 25-18). They will be at Sisters for a tournament this weekend. Our next broadcast will be football tomorrow night at Hidden Valley High School, just northwest of Grants Pass. Thanks for listening to tonight's broadcast, and enjoy the rest of your Thursday.